lovely Leo gang. What's happening? What's crack-lacking? And what's poppin', baby? It's your boy, for CancerMoonsTarot, coming at you guys with your mid-August, 15th through the 31st. Love tarot reading. I hope you guys are well. If so, let me know down in those comments down below. Keep in mind, this reading is general. If it resonates, that's awesome. If not, it's not your message. Feel free to check out any other amazing tarot readers that we got here on YouTube, okay? These messages may resonate backwards or vice versa, so take them whichever way they resonate if they apply to your personal situation. And if you guys would like, you may follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. All that information is in the description box down below. Welcome into your mid-month, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Shout out my Leo gang. Shout out Leo season. I hope you guys... Ooh, I burped real quick. Goddamn, hold up. Thank you very much. Shit. Drinking too much seltzer. But anyways, man, I hope you guys had yourself a fantastic Leo season. Welcome to Virgo season. And yeah, let's go ahead and get it cracking, man, and see what's happening for the second half of your month, okay? Messages for Leo here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Throughout mid-August, 15th through the 31st. What messages do we got coming through for Leo here? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Throughout mid-August, 15th through the 31st. What do we got going on, baby? Messages for Leo here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Throughout mid-August, 15th through the 31st. All right, Leo, let's get ourselves one last shuffle and see what messages we got coming through. Hopefully we got ourselves some fantastic stuff, all right? Leo, the overall energy for you guys here is going to be the 8 of Swords. So you can be connecting with an air sign here, a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarian. You're definitely in your head about a specific situation. Taking a look at your current energy, we have here the 9 of Cups. Person you're dealing with is going to be the 8 of Cups. Outcome that's present here is going to be the 4 of Swords. So I do feel like right now you're in a space right now, overthinking, trying to understand why somebody walked away. The 8 of Cups here could be a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So you're trying to understand and gain clarity on why somebody had walked away. Now, your current energy here is the 9 of Cups. So I do feel like there's a part of you here that is like, all right, well, I got to move on. I got to live my best life. I got to be happy. But at the same time, you do get caught in your head, and you do think about this fact of, why did this person leave? So you're kind of in a position where you're going back and forth between having pain and you're overthinking about the situation. And then you also jump into a space where you're like, you know what, maybe it's for the best. Let me be positive. So I kind of feel like you're stuck between a positive and negative mindset. You're kind of going back and forth here, okay? As for the outcome that's present, we have here the 4 of Swords. Now, the 4 of Swords could symbolize a temporary break, but in general, what this is symbolizing is a break actually happening between the two of you. So there is a break right now going on between you and another person, all right? Let's get some clarification in here real quick. What is the 8 of Swords representing? Why is the 8 of Swords Leo's overall energy? Okay, we have here the Strength card. Yeah, so just to add a little bit of backbone to this clarity of this card, I do feel like right now you're in a space where you're doing your best to be strong. It definitely hurts when somebody walks away from you. And of course, there's gonna always be positives and negatives to the situation. Right now though, I feel like you're just doing your best to be strong, okay? So that's why your current energy is showing up as the 9 of Cups, because it's like, you know what? I don't wanna sit here and reminisce and be stuck in my head. I don't wanna sit here and be upset. I wanna live my best life. So you're trying really hard to fight the pain and not let it get to you. But at the same time, you're only human. You're allowed to feel emotions too. So make sure you're not blocking yourself from feeling any emotions. If you are upset over this situation, you're allowed to feel the way you feel. Just want to throw that out there for any Leos that needed that message, okay? So what I'm going to do here, Leo, is I'm going to go over the person you're dealing with. I'll take a look at how they feel towards you and what's going on with them throughout August 15th through the 31st. Then I'll take a look at how you feel towards them, what's going on with you throughout the second half of August. We'll see where energies align, and then we'll go ahead and see the outcome, okay? Now, in regards to who Leo's dealing with, how does this person feel towards Leo, and what is going on with this individual, please, throughout mid-August 15th through the 31st? How does the person that Leo's dealing with feel towards Leo, and what is going on with this individual throughout the second half of August? First card out, 3 of Swords. Interesting way for this to actually come about. They were the ones that walk away, but they show up as they're the ones that are hurt. Can be an air sign here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Second card out, Ace of Swords. Then we have here the Judgment. We have here the Queen of Cups. We have here the Page of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, and then we also have the Hangman card and the 10 of Swords. Another card that came out, which was a flipper, was the 7 of Cups. Real quick, clarify the 3 of Swords. Why is the person Leo's dealing with showing up as the 3 of Swords? especially as the first card out. We have here the Emperor. Can be an Aries you're dealing with here too. I think what I'm gathering about your person is that they are frustrated that they couldn't control things the way that they wanted to. I think the individual that you're dealing with, they had a very high expectation for the connection that the two of you were in. And at the same time, I feel like you had high expectations too, Leo. Naturally, when two people get into a relationship, there's always going to be expectations. And I feel like kind of the both of you had certain expectations about one another. But the person you're dealing with is kind of in a position where they're upset about the fact that things didn't work out the way they wanted it to work out, okay? Now, taking a look moving forward, I do feel kind of a energy of regret coming from this person's side. We have here the Judgment card, and we have here the Ace of Swords. I do feel in a sense this person may have regretted cutting you out, because at the same time, the Judgment card is somebody who wants a chance. The Judgment card is a person who wants a second chance. And with the Queen of Cups here, they do seem like they're in their feelings right now, and it didn't seem like it was the easiest thing for them to be able to walk away from you. Maybe they walked away from you out of impulse. For some of you, that could have been a part of this equation. So what I'm seeing here right now is that the person you're connecting with, it feels like once the times got tough, they instantaneously walked away. And here's where the times got tough. Page of Pentacles to the Five of Wands. You know, the person you're dealing with here, I feel like anytime any sort of conflict would come up, they just wouldn't work through it. It felt like your person was very much so an individual who would like to sweep things under the rug. And Leo, you guys are passionate people. I am a Leo Venus, which means I love like a Leo. And I have a lot of passion. And when we got to talk about something, we got to talk about something. And, you know, Leos can get fired up when they feel some type of way, no matter what emotion it is you guys are experiencing. And you were very passionate when it came towards arguments or conflict between you and this person. And you wanted to work through things. And it feels to me like your person would kind of just sweep things under the rug rather than actually address the issues head on. And with that all being said, you know, your person got to a point where, because they felt like they couldn't have a breakthrough with you, they felt like this connection was staying stagnant. So they figured that if they walked away and ended this connection, things would be able to move forward, and maybe they can find something that better suits them or works for them. But here's the thing, Leo. You were the person trying to work through the conflict. You saw issues, you tried to address those issues, you wanted to work through those issues. What the person you're dealing with saw was that you were constantly attacking them. They saw that you were negative. They saw that you only wanted to fight and this, that, and the third. So there's two different perceptions here. You are out here saying, hey, we have problems. I want to address these problems, and I'm a passionate person. So of course, I'm going to get emotional, but I want to work through this. And your person here kind of took everything as an attack. It feels like they were always on the defensive side. It feels like they wouldn't work through things. They just wanted to sweep things under the rug because all they wanted was cool, calm, and collected vibes. But that's not how every relationship works. Of course, when you're together with a person, everybody's going to have their own feelings. And when it comes towards having to talk and communicate those feelings, it has to be on a level where both of you are willing to understand each other. And I think you understood, Leo, that this person constantly thought that you were attacking them, but they just simply didn't understand that that was your way of expressing your emotions. You're a very passionate person. You express them passionately. You express them very much so intensely. And it feels to me like the individual you're dealing with was like, stop attacking me, stop fighting with me, stop picking these fights, this, that, and the third. It just felt like they weren't understanding that all you wanted to do was genuinely work through things, you know? So let's take a look a deep further. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's take a deeper look further here. How does the person that Leo is dealing with, or what is going on with the person that Leo is dealing with throughout the second half of August? Let's take a look and see what's going on with your person. We have here Queen of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and then the Three of Wands. Your person's very interesting because they do regret walking away from this connection. They absolutely regret it, but at the same time, they're in a position where they are holding lots of resentments for the fights that the two of you may have gotten into or the conflict the two of you may still have. It's very clear to see the fact that your person is unhealed, and so are you. It's like the two of you just really never worked through anything, and it still shows after there was a disconnect. Because the person you're connecting with is going through the motions. At times, they're like, you know what? I want to fight for this connection. I want to make things work. I want to be a part of Leo's life again. And then they're like, well, then let me go ahead and wait for Leo to take me back because, you know, it's kind of like an ego thing here with your person. They want you to be the one who's sorry for expressing how you feel. But because they see everything that you do as an attack, they want you to apologize for being mean or being negative or this, that, and the third. It just feels like the point is not being understood. And therefore the conflict and the problems that the two of you had is not being resolved, okay? Your person here is just continuously taking things as attacks and digs, and if they're not willing to see it, there is going to be no resolution here between the two of you, conflict resolution, okay? So yeah, in regards to what's going on with them throughout the second half of August, I feel like they're waiting to hear from you. They're waiting to hear from you, such as like a text, but also at the same time though, it's not that they're just waiting to hear from you. What they really want to hear from you is, I'm sorry, they want an apology from you, and then they want you, Leo, to ask for them back, okay? So your person here right now is taking a step back saying, I want Leo to apologize to me, and I want them to take me back. That's kind of their stance right now is what I'm seeing here, okay? Now let's get into your side here, Leo, and see what we got going on. How does Leo feel towards the person they're dealing with, and what is going on with Leo, please, throughout the second half of August? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout mid-August 15th through the 31st. How does Leo feel towards the person they're dealing with? And what is going on with Leo, please, throughout August 15th through the 31st? Let's take a look. The first card out is the Page of Cups. You feel like you offered this person a plethora of love. You feel like you've given them quite a lot of your love and attention, your tender love and care. But at the same time, I think it enrages you how much you've really done for this person and how little you feel like you've gotten back, okay? You feel like you've done so much, and for this individual to walk away, it really leaves you with a sour taste in your mouth, because it's like, wow, after all that work I did and you walk away from me, that doesn't make me feel appreciated, okay? Moving forward into your energies here, we got the Nine of Pentacles, the Hierophant card, and then the King of Pentacles. Wow. We also had a flipper here, which was the 10 of Wands in reverse. So Leo, I think you're handling this disconnect with this person a lot better than they are. And the reason why I'm saying that is because right now, if you need to be committed to somebody, you will continue to be committed to yourself. We got here the Hierophant, and we got here the Nine of Pentacles. I think you're recognizing that you are done breaking your back from other people or for other people. You're done stressing out over other individuals. It's just a cycle that you have been dealing with for quite some time. You've probably had many sort of relationships, whether they were friendships, whether it was romantic relationships. You've definitely had many relationships, Leo, where you've bent over backwards for other people. You've always done what you can to suit their needs, and now it's all about you. You're making sure that you're taking care of your needs. You're in that place of self-care once again, and if your needs aren't being taken care of, you're not going to sit there and burn yourself out for another person. And I don't blame you. You don't want to burn yourself out for another person. You want to check in with yourself and make sure that everything's good, okay? So King of Pentacles, you know, you're just seeing this connection right now from a very level-headed perspective. You know, you're seeing where the problem was. The problem was the communication, and the problem was understanding. You felt like this person just simply couldn't understand you, and therefore, that's why no point has ever gotten across. They were very defensive. That was another defense mechanism. Whatever it was that they did that would make them, you know, be on the defense is what pushed you away from opening up in the first place. It just feels like the two of you were in a position where it was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but there was never a common ground of understanding. I think to an extent, Leo, you understand why your person was always defensive. You understand that they saw that what you were communicating, you understand that you felt like they were like, okay, you're attacking me. You understood that concept, okay? You could see that that's what they thought. But your person, on the other hand, wasn't understanding that you were coming from a place of love and not coming from a place of negativity. I think Leos have tough love every now and then. I definitely have tough love, and when I express tough love, people are like, why are you so negative? And I'm like, I'm not, motherfucker, but it's time to get your shit together. You know, Leo? We definitely got tough love, baby. And you were doing your best here to really work and save this connection. So we're seeing both of you react differently here, because the person you're connecting with right now, they're in a more emotional place, I want to say, than you. I think you're really just frustrated with how much you've done for this connection and just how much work you put in. And the fact that you are so misunderstood, I think, is what really enrages you. So right now, you know, of course, there are moments when you think about this person and you're missing the good times the two of you had, and you're missing when you guys were on a positive level and in a positive place. But I think right now, you're more about committing to yourself and doing what you need to do for yourself. You're more about self-care right now. And this person over here is just waiting and waiting and waiting, hoping to get that apology from you and hoping to work things out and have some sort of reconciliation. So that's the vibes that are coming through. Let's get 2 more cards about your feelings. There it is, 4 of Cups. And we also have here the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, if your person's not willing to work with you, you don't want to have any sort of offer to get back into this connection at all. I think that the only way you would reconcile with this person, Leo, is that if they genuinely understood how you felt and if they would communicate and really understand you. If you both would get to the understanding of one another and, work through things and actually put in the work, not just sweep things under the rug like your person liked to do, then you would give it a shot. But your person here, they're a person who sweeps things under the rug, doesn't want to fight, and doesn't understand that fighting is a part of a relationship, unfortunately. Yes, there's a difference between going at each other's necks each and every single day and having a bunch of negative digs, but the healthiest relationships will have disagreements at times. It can get heated at times, and that's just you being with a person who isn't yourself, okay? And that's how relationships are. If any relationship has never fought in their entire life, I call bullshit, because there's no such thing as the perfect relationship, okay? So with that all being said, Leo, the only way you will ever entertain getting back together is if they put in the work, because you don't feel like they're putting in that work. Moving forward, what's going on with Leo here throughout the second half of August? Let's take a look. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-August 15th through the 31st. What is going on with Leo, please? We have here the 2 of Swords, we have the 5 of Cups, we have the Page of Wands, and we also have here the Star card. I think you're in a space right now where you are going back and forth between being sad and then not being sad. You're kind of on an emotional roller coaster about this because you did love this person. You did put a lot of work into them. And that's what I was mentioning previously. Your emotions are kind of going back and forth. Sometimes you're upset about it and you get in your head. Other times you're like, you know what? Maybe it's healthy for me right now to be single. I think that ultimately, by going through this shift of emotions, it's really taught you something. And what it's teaching you here is that you're in a space right now where you're kind of leaving it up to the universe. You're like, you know what, if this connection's meant to be, then so be it. But if it's not meant to be, I want to focus on living a passionate and happy lifestyle. I want to focus on living my best life. I think right now, Leo, the main thing you're focused on is getting away from bending over backwards for other people. The main thing you're focusing on is by taking your feelings into account and prioritizing your feelings first, whereas in the past, you may not have done that very oftenly. You may have always put everybody else's feelings above your feelings. So you want to make sure that you are getting your just due, and you want to make sure that your feelings are validated, and I totally don't blame you, So I see that you're kind of taking a step back and you're like, hey man, if this is meant to be, shit will work, okay? But at the same time, it's all really up to this person's free will if they're going to understand everything that happened and if they're going to take the time to work through your connection and analyze everything. If they're willing to put in the work, this connection can work. But if they're not going to put in this work and if they're going to keep waiting on you, you're going to move on and they're still going to be stuck waiting. That's the energy I'm seeing. In regards to where energies are aligning, please, between Leo and the person they're dealing with, let's take a look. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-August 15th through the 31st, where energies aligning between Leo and their person. We have here the 4 of Pentacles, we have here the 6 of Cups, and we also have here the 8 of Wands. With the 4 of Pentacles, Leo, you're keeping to yourself during the second half of August here. I do believe that your person is very much so going to be reminiscing about you. I think this is kind of a mutual energy, to be honest. You're holding back during the second half of the month, Leo, but the 2 of you are still thinking about each other from time to time. But here's the thing. We also have here the 8 of Wands, which talks about communication. Who will be communicating? Clarified by the 9 of Swords. Wow, your person, Leo. Because you're not the person right now who's in major distress. That's the individual you're dealing with. Yeah, so you might actually hear from them during the second half of August here. In regards to where energies are aligning, they may reach out to you. okay? Especially because you're continuing to be withdrawn. You're continuing to respect the fact that they're the ones who walked out on you in the first place, you know? That's something you can't forget. The person you're dealing with, they walked away in the first place. They were the ones who walked away. It wasn't you, Leo. So you're kind of sitting back respecting their decision. But remember, I said they were regretting walking away from you. And I do see that they are distressed over not being a part of your life. So they may reach out here. Not 100%, but they may reach out. And as for the overall outcome, please, between Leo and the person they're dealing with throughout mid-August 15th through the 31st, what do we got going on? We got here 10 of Cups, and we have here Page of Swords. It's really all going to come down to the connection, because a conversation that the two of you can have can either make or break this relationship. There is potential here, Leo, for you and this person to thrive, but it all comes down to the Page of Swords. It all comes down to communication, understanding, and putting in work and effort. So, yeah, really, this is going to be up to this person's free will choice. You know, it's kind of like the ball is in their court. You've already done as much as you possibly can, and to be very honest, where a lot of the roots problems have started from this connection, it's kind of started from the fact that your person has always been defensive and misunderstanding of your feelings. And I think that you've gotten so fed up with your feelings being invalidated that if your feelings are not going to be validated, you're not going to, you know, continue to fight for something. You want to be validated, Leo, and guess what? You are validated, because I get totally where the fuck you're coming from, all right? So from what I'm seeing here so far, it's up to your person's free will choice. If they choose to communicate and put the work in here, which I said, it does look like they're going to reach out to you. If they choose to communicate and put in that work, the two of you have a chance. You may give them that chance. You both do have potential for a very emotionally fulfilling relationship, but if they end up letting you go here by not working on this situation, they're going to lose you. The ball is really in their court, because you don't have that much time to waste. Right now, Leo, I don't feel like you're particularly waiting on this person. I feel like the moment they walked away, you kind of accepted it, and you were like, yeah, they walked away. I got to move on with my own life. So you're in a space where you are moving on, and this person only has so long of a window to really fix things with you. Granted, do you still think about them? Sure. But you are also in a space where you know you got to take care of yourself, and it wouldn't be in your best interest to stay stuck on somebody or to wait on somebody. It's never in anybody's best interest to wait on somebody. Life is all about action. And if this person waits, they'll lose that opportunity with you. If they want to make something happen, they got to go ahead and have that action. Okay? But with that all being said, Leo, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. The ball is in this person's court here. Of course, if the message does resonate, please let me know down in those comments down below. Once again, I hope you enjoyed your Leo season, dude. I hope you guys had yourselves a fantastic Leo season. Welcome to Virgo season, man. I hope you guys have a good Virgo season, too. Shout out my Leo gang. Happy belated birthday to my Leo gang. And yeah, man, if it resonates, let me know down in those comments down below. If it doesn't resonate, take it with a grain of salt. Not every message is always going to be meant for you. So thank you guys, Leo, for tuning in. Have yourselves an awesome and amazing rest of your August, and I will catch you guys in September 2020. Much love, my Leo gang, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.